Hey guys, welcome back. It's a new year, and it's a new us. No, same old us.
So we've previously talked about the upcoming live-action American adaptation of Ghost in the Shell, and now we've got a confirmed lead actress for the project, and it is Scarlett Johansson.
This is exciting news, yeah. It's great.
Sell me on it.
We're finally gonna get to see a Ghost in the Shell live action American adaptation.
Yeah.
Now, it was previously rumored that Wolf of Wall Street's Margot Robbie was in talks for the lead, but it looks like that was, in fact, just a rumor, as most of the stuff we talk about here is, and Black Widow herself will be the one playing Motoko Kusanagi.
For those of you who are not familiar with Ghost in the Shell, it's a manga and anime classic about a dark future where people's brains are cybernetically connected to a huge network, and lots of people are just a brain in a completely cybernetic body, hence the title Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, okay.
It's a brain in a shell.
It makes sense. Yeah. Motoko Kusanagi, which please don't try to give SCARJO a Japanese name because that wouldn't work well with American audiences. She's a cybernetically augmented human working for a covert law enforcement agency that fights technology-related crime, as you do in the future.
So this casting news has us excited, but does casting alone make a movie worth seeing?
Absolutely not.
Nope. Whether or not this works will depend heavily on how they decide to adapt the script from the source material.
And probably how good the movie looks, like cinematography-wise and special effects-wise, because it will have to be special effects heavy to pull this off. The responsibility will also fall on the shoulders of the film's confirmed director, Rupert Sanders, who you may know from Snow White and the Huntsman, which, yeah.
Quite a pedigree.
Yeah.
I'm getting less and less excited about this the more we talk about it.
Yeah, so we're not holding our breath on this Ghost in the Shell movie as of right now, but who knows? Maybe it won't shit all over this amazing franchise. I hope it doesn't. Well, let's move on to another animated show that we know a little bit more about.
Yeah, we and probably many of you love The Simpsons.
Yeah.
But of course, when we say we love The Simpsons, we actually mean that we love Simpsons episodes from 20 years ago and haven't really paid a whole lot of attention to the show for the last decade.
Yeah, that's fair to say. But this Sunday's episode has us interested. And why? It's because an old script from back in the glory days of 1990 is coming back to life, and it was written by none other than Judd Apatow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Before he was the comedy, film, and TV giant that he is today, making movies and shows like Knocked Up, 40-Year-Old Virgin, Freaks and Geeks, and producing like
everything.
Every major comedy for the last 15 years, Judd Apatow was just a young aspiring comedy writer.
And young aspiring comedy writers often write spec scripts. Basically, those are scripts for existing shows that they write on their own and try to sell to the show. It's using an outline that's already there to kind of make your own writing talents to show off on. So
I have a Simpsons script.
Joel has one. We'll all see it in another 20 years.
Maybe when Joel makes $1 billion, he'll make his script.
Yeah.
So anyway, at the time Apatow wrote his Simpsons script, the show had only aired 6 episodes, and Apatow was just 22 years old.
He got a lot of foresight on what's gonna be big.
I guess.
Well, at some point in the last few years, Simpsons writer/producer Al Jean caught wind of this and decided, you know what, fuck it. Let's give this Apatow kid a shot 20 years later.
He joked about it, saying, for people who want to know how to write a freelance Simpsons episode, just do it, and then have a mega $1 million movie career and we'll buy the spec.
Yeah, that sounds like an easy task. The basic plot of the episode will apparently be about Homer getting hypnotized into thinking he's 10 years old again and becoming best friends with Bart. Apatow told TV Guide, "I have always been fascinated with how difficult it is to grow up. In fact, everything I've done on film and TV is pretty much based on my Simpsons idea."
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
He writes man-children really well.
Well, we've seen Homer as a child before, so it has to do something new, but I think that it'll be interesting to see something that's basically been in a time capsule for 20 years and see if it lives up, or maybe I'm just looking back at The Simpsons with like rose-colored glasses. So it'll be an interesting experiment. Yeah.
Based on from what I've heard from writers and comedians on podcasts like Pete Holmes' podcast, a lot of them have written Simpsons scripts and then seen them go to air and had maybe one line of their original script actually make it to the final.
Well, it looks like it's gonna be the plot for this one, but who knows? We'll have to wait till Sunday and see. But let's move on to trailers. Yes. Woo!
On Saturday's news dump, we told you about the tiny ant-sized teaser for Ant-Man that Marvel released, and about 5 minutes after we uploaded our video, Marvel went ahead and released the human-sized teaser.
Marvel. But anyways, it's still like just a short teaser. You don't get to see much. The actual trailer is going to air during the premiere of Agent Carter tomorrow. So not only do we live in a time and age where we have teasers for trailers, which are teasers for the actual movie, we now have teasers for teasers for teasers for teasers.
Some of them are tiny.
we're like going way off the deep end here.
Yeah.
2015, the year of the teaser for the teaser of the trailer.
But anyway, let's break this thing down. We start off with Paul Rudd, aka Scott Lang, walking towards the camera, escorted by 2 cops.
Camera moves across a body of water towards Hank Pym's building.
Evangeline Lilly's haircut walks around some sort of server room.
Yeah, and then Michael Douglas, aka Hank Pym, walks into his lab.
And Corey Stoll, aka Darren Cross, walks around the Pym building with a bunch of suits.
A bunch of prison dudes thrown in there fighting.
I think that might be Paul Rudd, who knows? Then Evangeline Lilly's haircut, practices kickboxing or something.
Oh, great, and then Ant-Man's legs run. It's good to see that. That's pretty much it though, so I guess we're all gonna have to sit down and watch Agent Carter together, or
Nope.
just wait for it to go on YouTube.
That.
Yeah, it's just gonna go on YouTube. Yeah. I'll wait for the public to decide if Agent Carter's worth watching for me. I tried it with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but apparently it got better, so you never know.
I only have so much time for you, Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you guys think about this Ghost in the Shell movie? Do you think that it will live up to the manga at all? I don't know.
Has there ever been a good Western adaptation of a manga? Lived, I repeat. You would probably...
Yeah, that was good. I liked that movie a lot.
But have you read the original?
No.
Were the original fans upset?
Maybe.
Is it possible? Let us know.
Yeah. And then, are you excited for Agent Carter? Let us know.
Crickets.